Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode of Nervous System. Nervous system can be studied as central nervous system, peripheral nervous system and autonomic nervous system. Central nervous system is constituted by brain and spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system is constituted by cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Whereas autonomic nervous system is constituted by sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. The nerves which arise from the brain are called cranial nerves and the nerves which arise from the spinal cord are called spinal nerves. Let us discuss in detail about the location, structure and function of spinal cord. What is the location of the spinal cord? The spinal cord lies in the neural canal of the vertebral column. This is the figure of one vertebra. There are 33 vertebrae in human body. See at the center there is an opening. This is called vertebral foramen. So vertebral foramen of each of the vertebra that joins to form an area which is known as neural canal. So through the neural canal passes the spinal cord. It extends from the medulla oblongata of the brain and ends at about the second lumbar vertebra. What is second lumbar vertebra? Let us know the various types of vertebrae in human body. The vertebrae those are present in the neck region are called cervical vertebrae. The vertebrae present in the chest region are known as thoracic vertebrae. The vertebrae in the abdomen, these are known as lumbar vertebrae, and the vertebrae in the hip region is known as sacral vertebrae, whereas the vertebrae in the tail region is known as caudal vertebrae. So lumbar vertebrae are 5 in number. So this spinal cord extends up to the second lumbar vertebrae. Then about the protection. This spinal cord which passes through the neural canal of the vertebral column, it is protected externally by the bony covering that is of vertebrae. Inner to the vertebrae are present the meninges. The 3 meninges are the outer dura mater, middle arachnoid and inner one is pia mater, and that is also protected by the cerebrospinal fluid. About the structure. This spinal cord is a series of 31 sections. Each section is called a segment. See how these segments are arranged and it appears like a single structure, but it is composed of 31 sections. Each segment gives rise to a pair of spinal nerves. From either side of the spinal cord arises the spinal nerve. Each pair of spinal nerve is connected to a segment of the spinal cord by 2 points of attachments. These points are called roots. These are dorsal root and ventral root. The dorsal root contains sensory nerve fibers and that conducts the nerve impulses from the periphery to the spinal cord. Periphery means from the outskirt to the spinal cord. Whereas the ventral root contains the motor neurons only and conduct the impulses from the spinal cord to the periphery. It is the reverse. Each dorsal root has a swelling called dorsal root ganglion, and this dorsal root ganglion contains the cell bodies of the sensory neurons. If we see through the cross section, this spinal cord shows an inner grey matter. It appears like an H-shaped area that is composed of the cytons of the neurons and that lies within a white matter, and the white matter is composed of the axons of the neurons. So this kind of arrangement is opposite of the arrangement of the neurons in case of brain. In case of brain, the grey matter is at the periphery and the white matter is at the center, but it is opposite in case of spinal cord. At the center of the spinal cord, the central canal passes. So that is located in the center of the grey matter. So the grey matter that forms a H-shaped area and that runs the length of the spinal cord, and it is continuous with the cavities of the brain. The cavities of the brain are known as ventricles. So the ventricles of the brain are filled with cerebrospinal fluid, and the cerebrospinal fluid of the brain, these are in communication with the central canal of the spinal cord. So the same cerebrospinal fluid that flows both in the brain and the spinal cord. The central canal, which is filled with the cerebrospinal fluid, it performs two important functions. First function is it acts as shockproof cushion, so protect the spinal cord from any external injury. Second function is it forms a medium for the exchange of the food materials, waste products and respiratory gases with the neurons. Now let us know the functions of the spinal cord. The spinal cord conducts sensory impulses from the periphery to the brain. That means from the skin and the muscles to the brain, because brain is a part of the central nervous system. Also, the spinal cord conducts motor responses, means the instructions from the brain to the peripheral muscles of the trunk and the limbs. That means those muscles are supplied to the trunk and the limbs. These are getting the response from the brain, and that is carried through the spinal cord. Third function, it serves as a reflex center, means it processes the reflex action and protect the body from any kind of injury. This is all about the spinal cord. How can we draw the diagram of the spinal cord easily? Let us learn. This is the dorsal part. Draw the lines dorsally, ventrally and laterally. These are the projections from the lateral parts. The origin of the roots. Origin of dorsal root and origin of ventral root. This is the central H-shaped area. So draw these curves on four sides. Then join all these four curves to get four projected portions. Projected portions are called the horns. At the center, draw the central canal. Make it dotted at the center. Now draw the nerve and show the cell body of this afferent nerve. This is the sensory neuron. Now draw the connector neuron. This is the cell body of the motor neuron, and this is the nerve fiber that arises from the cell body of the motor neuron. Label this part as dorsal. This is the ventral part. Label it as white matter that consists of the axons of the neurons. Label this centrally placed H-shaped area as the grey matter. It is grey in color because it contains the cell bodies of the neurons, which contains the nasal granules. This is the central canal that is centrally placed, and it is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. This is the dorsal root. Label this part as the ventral root. This is the dorsal root ganglion. that consist of the cell bodies of the neurons. The neurons are of sensory neurons. Label this part as the cell bodies of sensory neuron. This is the nerve fiber that is known as afferent nerve fiber. It arises from the sensory neuron, means from the sense organs, and enters into the spinal cord. This is the efferent nerve fiber. It arises from the spinal cord and that carries the nerve impulse to the effector. The effector may be the muscles, that is the voluntary muscle, or the glands. This is the spinal nerve. It is also known as mixed nerve because it contains two types of nerve fiber. These are the afferent nerve fiber, which is sensory in nature, and the other one is efferent nerve fiber, that is motor in nature. So this nerve fiber, it arises from the receptor, that may be the skin or any other sense organ. This nerve fiber carries the nerve impulse to the effector.